It's the sensation of freedom, Vince told the Associated Press in 2015. When I am skydiving, I have like this feeling of freedom. I can pretty much go where I want, but always going down. Yet, with the jetpack, he said, I can fly like a bird. However, it would be that very same jetman that would ultimately lead to his tragic fate. Tuesday, November 17th, 2020 started like any other day for Vince. But during a training session in the deserts of Dubai, tragedy struck. As the sun painted the sky, Vince and his team gathered for a pre-flight briefing. They were preparing for an extraordinary training exercise to simulate a takeoff from the ground, navigate a triangular flight path, and execute a jet-powered landing on an 800-foot platform. The plan was to use a helicopter at the designated altitude to mimic the platform. It seemed like another day in the life of a man who lived to defy gravity. As the moment of truth approached, they discussed the risks associated with flying at 800 feet. They had a backup plan, a pyro rocket emergency parachute. If anything went wrong during the flight, they had the option to use it to regain control. The engines roared to life, and Vince's jetman propelled him into the sky. For a brief moment, he felt the exhilaration he had experienced countless times before. However, something went terribly wrong. The video footage recorded by a camera attached to his helmet captured the heart-stopping moment when Vince lost control, sending him into an uncontrollable backflip, hovering 800 feet above the ground. Backflips like this were common when wearing the wings, and they could usually be corrected by thrusting forward through the flip. Vince had successfully recovered from such flips in the past, but those were at higher altitudes. We can only guess what he must have been thinking in those heart-stopping moments. Before the flight, the team had discussed safety measures. The emergency parachute was there to save lives, to bring them safely back to the ground if anything went wrong. But for reasons unknown, Vince did not choose for this safety measure. Perhaps it was the instinct of a seasoned daredevil to fight for control, or the desire to attempt the impossible. As he tumbled through the Dubai sky, his hands moved as though he believed he could recover from the backflip and regain control of his jet wing. It was a desperate and valiant effort, but it was too late. The video showed the parachute deploying, but it was a heartbreaking sight. It unfurled only after Vince had crashed into the unforgiving ground below. Sadly, Vince died on impact. He died at the age of 36. Following the tragic accident, investigators from the General Civil Aviation Authority conducted a thorough examination. Their findings revealed a puzzling mystery. There was no clear explanation as to why Vince did not deploy his parachute during the fall. Furthermore, their investigation determined that the jet wing showed no mechanical problems. It had performed flawlessly. The news of Vince Reffet's tragic accident sent shockwaves through the world of extreme sports. He had lived life on the edge, danced with the clouds, and defied gravity time and time again. But on that fateful day, the sky, which had been his playground, became his final resting place. If you found this video informative or thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up.
Probably not informative. I'm not planning on doing the same.
Something went terribly wrong. The video footage recorded by a camera attached to his helmet captured the heart-stopping moment when Vince lost control, sending him into an uncontrollable backflip, hovering 800 feet above the ground. Backflips like this were common when wearing the wings.
No, it was 2 different times. Don't blame me, my dementia. That wasn't me. That wasn't on me, man.